Hey everyone, hope everyone is doing well. So, there is something I need to talk about. I know majority of you are seeing a lot of people saying that Wuthering Waves will be the Genshin killer or is the Genshin killer. I need to make something clear. This is opinions from streamers. You have to understand, this is a business for them. Majority of those streamers, they're tired of Genshin. They're trying to make that bag. You know, you can't really give them wrong. This is their living. So when they go onto Twitch, when they drop a video, they want the algorithm to favor them. They want the viewers to keep coming to the stream. They are the ads for the games. Basically, that's what they are. So, you know, we're gonna see a ton of Wuthering Waves is doing this better than Genshin, and I will touch that in this video here. I am a long time player of this game, and I have been at endgame. Even when the newest update drops, I'm always at endgame. There's nothing past that for me. Now, I really need to make something clear. Wuthering Waves has never stated that they were the Genshin killer like Tower Fantasy. And don't try to mix that up. That's where a lot of negativity and confusion is being produced. Now, I wouldn't lie to you. I have contributed a lot of negativity in this community as well, because trying to make a point does end up creating a negative ball of energy. And guess what? I'm learning a little bit of electrical right now, and there's something called KCL and KVL. And if I could remember, I just recently learned this. From positive to negative, it always goes like that. In the circuit, we never see something leaving the positive side and going to the positive side. It's always positive to negative. So positive is attracted to the negative. It's like magnets, you know. If you put the two negative sides of a magnet, they will push away. If you put the two positive, they will push away. But when you put negative and positive, they come together. Now, the point that I'm trying to make with this statement is that saying Wuthering Waves is the Genshin Impact killer in your thumbnail, in your title, I probably have done that too, right, in the past. That in itself is a very negative statement to make, even though it's a title, even though it's a thumbnail, it's just to attract the viewers. So what do you think gonna happen when you see die-hard Genshin Impact players read this? There's a lot of negativity. You are going to create a war amongst community by not just attracting but clashing them together. And this has nothing to do with the developers or the development of the game and the game itself. Let's be honest, Wuthering Waves has a lot of stuff that players in Genshin Impact want. We have already seen this happen in Honkai Star Rail, and I wouldn't lie to you, even I am a bit salty when I see the kind of content they get, the kind of rewards they get, the respect that they are treated with. And when the patch notes are released, when the update drops, the games aren't fighting each other. It's the community. And I know in the future it's going to be said by those YouTubers and streamers that when a lot of the BS starts to take place, I know somebody is going to say that nobody ever said that this was the Genshin Impact killer. The game didn't state that it was the Genshin Impact killer, and nobody will be accountable for this when they very selves were the one promoting this. Now, hopefully that made a little bit of sense there. I could be wrong. It's just the way how I am viewing it. Now, let me talk about the games itself. But then again, it's not really about the game itself. It mainly comes down to the communities and whether or not people will choose to invest more than just their time into. I don't know if you ever looked around. There are a lot of amazing games out there, but 99% of the content creators and streamers will never cover that game long term because they will make a loss in their earnings and revenue. The more popular something is the more viewers it will attract, meaning that they will make more money. The best thing that Wuthering Waves could have is a new community with a new player base and with new content creators and streamers. Because let's be honest, if Honkai Star Rail was not developed by Hoyoverse, it would have never been this popular to begin with. It's because of the existing content creators, streamers, community. They all come together. They create the content within its circle, within its ecosystem. And this is what Hoyoverse is. Now, just listening back to what I'm saying, it's kind of sounding like I'm negative towards Wuthering Waves, right? But every single time I open up YouTube, Wuthering Waves, the next Genshin Impact killer. Will Wuthering Wave kill Genshin Impact? Will this? Will that? And I'm just getting tired of seeing it. It's like you have to include Genshin Impact in the title, in the thumbnail to bring in viewers to see this new game. You are creating unnecessary drama for this upcoming game. But let me talk about the game now. What's new? What does Wuthering Wave do different than Genshin Impact? I'm not saying better. That comes down to the consumer. You may like fighting a boss for 5 to 10 minutes with a lot of mechanics, with a lot of this and a lot of that, but a lot of people may not. They may want the gameplay to be simple. So I am not going to talk about the gameplay itself. There is some nice mechanics that I am actually really intrigued with. It looks really impressive. Now I need to just cut this. I am actually really burnt out. Now with Genshin, I'm just like burnt out in general. I'm just tired from work, from school, from studying, from working out, from a lot of things. And at times like these, it's like I have two different personalities. Like right now, I'm happy that I could just go on to Genshin, play for 15 minutes, do all my stuff, one shot everything, and log out. And then there's other times where I have a lot of time. I could spend hours behind this computer, and I keep asking, where's the more difficult content so I could test the limits of my account? And with this, I keep asking myself, how detrimental will it be for me if I was to invest time into Wuthering Waves? Since they are marketing this game to be 100 times more difficult than Genshin, will this bring problems into my life? Because we know FOMO is real. You can't deny that. But how will a lot of players feel after they come home feeling like me that they have to? And I know you will say, well, you don't have to. Bro, you have to log on, do your resin, do your commission, do a little bit of grinding because certain domains is open at certain days. You have to get that done. Do you really want to spend 10 to 15, maybe 20 minutes because you have to do all of the mechanics? It's a lot more difficult to do the content. And what if that's just for like one run or one domain or one boss just to go from point A to point B? I know somebody will say, no, it's not 100% time more difficult than Genshin. Well, if it isn't, then why are we complaining about getting more difficult content in Genshin if at one point in Wuthering Waves we are going to be at the same state that we were in Genshin? Now you do realize something, right? That none of this has anything to do with Wuthering Waves. It's just the way how everybody is marketing the game right now. They are marketing this game to be like, what's it called? I think it's called Dark Soul. I see some crazy things in that game. So my message to streamers, viewers, content creators, etc. Stop promoting this nonsense. I know it's kind of funny hearing that coming out from my own mouth, right? I'm really sounding like a hypocrite, and I know some of my long-time viewers might say so. You could like it, you could hate it, but from this standpoint, it looks like Genshin Impact is for the casual players and Wuthering Waves are for the grinding tryhards who are looking for a little more that they couldn't get in Genshin. But what if all of this is just nonsense and Wuthering Waves isn't as difficult as what they are promoting right now? I ain't gonna stress this video out for much longer. My last message is that try promoting Wuthering Waves as its own game and not a replacement for Genshin Impact. This is the most idiotic thing that I am seeing right now. So being the odd one in the algorithm, my title may be Wuthering Waves will never kill Genshin Impact, and I stand with that. Let the games compete among themselves and stop bringing in a lot of unnecessary drama to do that. It's not my fault when players start retaliating in a certain manner that majority of you cannot handle. But yeah, leave it thoughts on me below what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
In my sight, landing nowhere with the sight. Had to take her with me. She was tasty to my sight.